Bonjour.
Coach, thanks for being here. The Foxborough Freeze has returned.
Yeah, what a life.
I just saw a statistic this morning that over the first two regular season games, Max and Dylan have surpassed all other players in the league for distance covered. Can you talk about that stat as it relates to your expectations of those roles and those players specifically?
Yeah, this is something that we try to check all the time, because I would say this is normal. I want them to run like this. After that, they have to find the balance with a good run and a run that sometimes we run for nothing. But this is not the case for them. But this is the requirement to play. That's why we have to check that all the time, like every coaches, don't get me wrong, but to see when is the good moment to make rotation. That's why, the one game at the time, but at the same time, I have to get the big vision. And that's why the idea was to rotate a little bit more also the last game against LA, because not only all of them, not only these two guys, but also the majority of the team almost broke everything that they did last year in terms of runs. But this is the requirement. As a wing back, this is normal because we try to press in a certain way. So we need, in terms of profile, we need a minimum. We have a clear requirement in terms of the distances that we need for a player. And also for a guy who play in the middle also, this is important, that is able to run. But at the same time, Max and Dylan, this is the two guys that you are talking. Max is able to run for a long time, but he can repeat the action at the high intensity a little bit better than Dylan. Dylan can run 13K, but now he needs to get better in the short distance to be able to repeat, a little bit in a better way, to sustain that. So this is a run, but not in the same way. So this is the thing that we have to dissociate when we want to work with them individually.
And then it's the run off the ball as well as the run with the ball.
Yeah, two. Everything is connected, As you know, a player who touch the ball a lot, this is only 2 minutes and 30 minutes, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, something like that. So the rest of the time they have to run without the ball. So yeah.
You play a team this weekend that has no fewer than 5 former Columbus Crew admin staff people in their club. And I just was wondering if you could comment more broadly, given that you've been in the league for 5 years as a head coach and more than that as an assistant. Is that common in France, for example, or in Europe, that you see teams within the league exchanging people and
Yes, it could happen. Yeah. Yes, it could happen because usually, coaches, this is not like in NFL, So in NFL, this is rare, I would say, to see coaches moving overseas, but in Europe, it's normal, and what happens is the coach has his own staff. So the staff goes also with the coach, but this is something normal in Europe. Not all the time it happens, but it could happen, yeah.
And in talking about Houston specifically, a team that goes on the road looking for their first point of the season, I know you focus on what your team does and what they can do. What's important now coming off that Tuesday result, knowing that you're at home and you're facing a team that's hungry to get at least a point on the road?
Mm-hmm. No, Houston's a good team. We played them last year and also during the preseason. And last year also during the preseason. So they haven't changed the ways they want to play. They try to play in a certain way. And they like to combine. They like also to play direct. So for sure, it's gonna come here to get points like every team, and again, we're gonna have to be good to size up the good moment, to defend well and to attack well. But again, they can play short, they can play long, and they have also good players. So again, the focus is gonna be on us, but we know that they have also a good way to play, and so we're gonna have to adjust a bit with that.
Last question is, how great is it to have Evan Bush on the bench, a senior veteran who he knows the league, he knows the game, he knows his position and how he can help Schulte. And it's just after a year of an injury and the setback he had last year, it's got to be really positive to have his presence in the line.
Yeah, that's why we gave him an extension. Simple as that, because he's still in shape. He's an example of, take care of his body, and this is something that I try to, with my staff, to teach the young players, because sometimes I don't understand that without your body you cannot do anything. And Bushi is really good on that. That's why at 39, this is his birthday today. I think he's 42 or 43 years old. No, he's so good. He's so good, and also with his brain, he's helped also the team, the goalkeeper family, obviously, but also the team to adjust in a certain way. So no, for me, it's really important, and this is the definition of how to manage a group. Sometimes players are not on the pitch, but they are so important of the pitch. And Bushi, the first year when I came, I was like, okay, Bushi, so end of the contract maybe next year, but middle of the season, maybe 2 months after the new season when I came, I told him already, hey, I think that you're going to tell your wife that you will not stop. We're going to go again. And he said, yeah, I'm gonna think about it. But it took him 2 minutes, and he said, listen, I can go. And last year was the same. I was a bit in between when he got injured, because I said, it could be the end. But again, with the situation, with the goalkeeper, young goalkeeper, he's perfect for this role, and also perfect also for our team, because we have a young team. So I'm happy for him.
Thank you. He's a pro.
Yeah, yeah. I have only good word about this guy. This is really, really important for me. He's really, really important, because he connects with everyone. This is funny to see sometimes Bushi when we eat. So he likes to sit at the table of all the young players. I said, guys, he could be your dad, so be careful.
Some paternity tests, I guess. What is Steven Barrera's status, Wilfried?
We'll see. He ran also a lot since the beginning of the year, so he felt something during the game, before the game. So this is not bad. So today it was regen. So we'll see tomorrow if he can train, and if he cannot, I will not take any kind of risk. We'll see.
And forgive me, I missed this, but the change in formation, you're thinking on it and how it's working out.
From
The formation change.
the last game.
Yeah. Well, no, just generally overall with the four-back set.
Regarding if Steven plays or not, or
Yeah, well, regardless.
No, listen, this is we've been consistent with the way we play in a formation, so, but again, this is an evolution about this is not static. There is a lot of movement, and but we've been good defensively, and so we can play like this. We can play with the front three, we can play with the front two, but again, this is not fixed all the time. This is not static all the time, because there is a lot of movement. But no, we feel good like this.
After digesting the game in LA, what are your thoughts on what went well?
No, to be honest, they were better than us. Simple as that. In terms of we control the game, but usually when we control the game against them, we are able to control also their offensive transition. And it's true that the first 2 goals that we conceded killed us a bit because we had the control of that. But I mean, they were better because we didn't. We struggled a bit also to create stuff. But to be honest with you, I knew that something like this could happen. And again, understand me well. This is not an excuse, but this is the situation. The flight from New England to LA is a killer. More than 6 hours, and again, so that's why for me it was important to rotate a bit the team, and yeah, we wanted to score at least one goal, but they were better. And so we're gonna adjust for the second game, but yeah, this is what I can say.
Gesturing will slow you down, won't it?
Sorry?
Flying to LA.
Yeah, but again. My player knows me, and I like this kind of situation because, we are looking for the flow, to have a flow when we play. When we do something, we are looking for this kind of flow to feel good. But for me, the best way I told them to press the button growth, after this game. Because this game, before the game, we were out of our comfort zone already, because of this context. So is it possible to extract something that we've learned from this game? Is it possible? What does this game teach us, in terms of the way we played against them, or how with the travel and so on. So for me, this is the way I want my player to take it. And after that, we're going to be able to adjust. But it happens that, don't get me wrong, we didn't do a bad game. But I said what they wanted to do, they did it. Defend well and counter-attack, they did it well. And usually we are able to control that.
Do you approach the next game against LA any differently in terms of how you might be thinking about rotation?
To be honest, yes and no. I want to think about the game, but to be honest, for the moment, we have to control the next game because we are a little bit short in terms of roster, and everything's gonna come. There is no issue with that. So that's why we need to. I need to see the game of Houston, how it's gonna be, and after that, LA and San Diego after that.
And when is Issa going to bring you some help with the roster?
Yeah, no problem with that. This is we could have had more players, but this is not only us. This is also the situation with their club. So this is not like we didn't have players to take. Yes, we had players, and Issa did his job with the front office. They did a good job with that. But now, I want you want to come, but now the owner said, because this is Columbus, I want more money. I want more this. I want more that. So again, this is not a problem to find players. This is a problem to recruit them. Not because we don't want to do this, because the windows that we are actually, this is not a good one. Right. So that's why. So again, the front office, Issa does a really good job, no doubt with that. And again, like I told you, we could have had the player that we wanted, but again, there is certain things that we cannot control. And the idea is to get players, yes, but I don't want to feed the team just with numbers, no. So we'll see.
Do you have an idea of the profile of players that you want, for instance, age or mental makeup or character? And if so, will that change at all in the summer transfer window? Will you widen?
No. Profile is profile. So if you want to play for me, if you are able to make the effort, no problem. If you are audacious, no problem. And if you have a brain, you can play with me. If you don't have that, you cannot play for me.
That's why I'm a sports.
Voilà. So no, everything is defined, doesn't change, and this is because everything is clear, it's easier to take a decision.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, because this is a kind of yes, we are not in a panic mode. We want to control what we can control. So, and the fact that we know exactly what type of player that we want. So again, we add players, but the moment was not the good moment for them to come, and we're going to get more players. This is not an issue. This is about time. Yes, I want player like everyone, but last year I wanted also player because, like I told you, the objective is to double the position. And the player that I have, I'm happy with them. But this is just about numbers. Double the position. Simple as that.
Could be a long season. Can you tell me through 2 MLS games and 1 Champions Cup game and heading into this weekend, what you're happiest about, generally speaking, and what concerns you may have?
Really happy with the way we started. To be honest, especially the first game. Because you guys, you were like, we lost, yeah, I know. Yeah, we lost this, and this, how are we going to score goals, and so on, and so on, and so on.
Well, to be fair, I mean, Cucho's a pretty good player, and to lose him has to be withstood to some degree. That is a loss.
Yeah, but again, it's
the game.
So, for how long have you been in your company?
26 years.
26 years?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you? A lot also? Many years? 6 years? One moment you want to change. Me, I was...
Changed once, right?
Changed several times.
Yes.
Yeah. And after that...
There was no loss, though. He's not Cucho.
Yeah, but also you have to think that there is also a career behind that. And today I was so happy, and we were so happy to see Cucho playing against Real Madrid. How we can compare, with a lot of respect with MLS and Columbus, but how we can compare Real Madrid and Columbus?
I don't doubt that.
No, but...
But losing Cucho is a loss.
Yeah.
It's good, I mean, there was the transfer
Mhm.
price, which
Mhm.
is good for the organization.
Mhm.
That is a hole in the roster that maybe can't be filled all the way.
No. Nobody is irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Nobody. So again, Cucho was not there 3 years ago. Or me, or you, or Yonis will leave one moment, and the club's going to be there. So again, for me, this is a good move for him. This is a good move for the league. This is a good move for Cucho and for us, because he came in a certain way. He went in another way. So he came, nobody knew him, kind of, and now he left, everybody knows him.
Yeah.
So again, we have to take it like this.
No doubt about it.
Mhm.
And I know fans, part of them feels the same way.
Yeah, good.
Absolutely. And another part of them is wondering, okay, what do you do now?
Yeah.
You know, who are you after, and how do you get better?
It's going to come.
Yeah.
No problem with that.
All right. He with the capital H.
We'll see.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.